Hello my friends, I'm Bee and this is Bee's Intuition. Today we're going to do a reading, some positive messages from Spirit. How about we do that? I think that would be nice. We will do that, and also a new tripod, who this? Anyways, I'm excited that I have a new tripod and it's much easier to use than my broken one. All love to my broken one though. He was a real one. He's actually over in the corner. I don't know why I'm calling him a he, but old faithful, old reliable. But he broke, so. Anyways, let's just dive right into this, shall we? Please and thank you, Spirit. What kind of positive messages do you have for the collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. Any other positive messages to share with the collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay, let me see. Okay. This is a lot. We're taking all of them anyways. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. So we got, oh my gosh, we got some really good ones. Okay, let me just show you what we have. We have the Nine of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Justice, the Lovers, Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands, the High Priestess, and Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's so beautiful. I really do love this energy. Let's just dive right into the clarification, shall we? Starting with that Nine of Pentacles. Please and thank you, Spirit. What kind of positive messages do you have for the collective? Oh my gosh, with that Nine of Pentacles. Please and thank you. Okay. So there's a bit that just slip and slewed right out. So let me organize it, and see what we have to say. Okay, well then, we have the Nine of Pentacles clarified by, there's a little hair on it, I had to take it away. Anyways, Eight of Cups upright. Okay. And then we have the Six of Cups coming out this way. And the Three of Wands coming out this way. And then we have Ace of Pentacles. And the Knight of Wands. Ooh, I like that. So Nine of Pentacles is really a card about independence. Yes, the Nine of Pentacles is a card about independence and, well, a lot of things, but also like building that abundance and having yourself to thank for that abundance that you create. And then I actually really love that it's clarified by the Eight of Cups upright, because this is a card about leaving the things behind that do not serve you or no longer serve you, especially emotionally. And I really take this as a card, Eight of Cups. I take it as a card of choosing yourself first and foremost. And that is not an easy thing to do, especially with our societal expectations. With the Six of Cups and the Three of Wands coming out like that, I feel like, ooh, this is why you're coming into abundance. Not only that Eight of Cups, choosing yourself when necessary, but that Six of Cups and the Three of Wands coming out like that, like you're being appreciated for how wonderful you are and how kind you are, how giving you are. You are probably very likely like a light in a lot of other people's lives. And that's going to be appreciated with this Nine of Pentacles that's coming in for you. And then the Three of Wands. You are able to... I honestly think that there is a bit of intuition when it comes to the Three of Wands, because it's like you're following your intuition and you're listening to when it is the right time to act upon something. And so that Three of Wands coming out like that, I feel like is indicating that because you have acted when it was necessary, you took the proper actions, you took the proper steps, you followed that intuition to know exactly when that sort of timing should take place. And as a result, you're attracting this Nine of Pentacles, which is a lot of abundance and stability. And again, it's like all thanks to you. So pat yourself on the back for that. That's beautiful. Also, like the Six of Cups, I feel like is also indicating that that's how people remember you. They don't remember, you know, like maybe if you were having an off day or maybe in a bad mood. They don't remember that. They remember how kind and giving you are, and how truly touching it is to encounter you. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this is kind of along the lines of that Three of Wands. You grew things from just a tiny little seedling, and they grew to the point of the Nine of Pentacles. You're going to be, it feels like, I want to say you're going to be reaping what you have sown. And again, it all started with you. Like the hands around the pentacle is just really speaking to me right now. And I feel like you did it with your own hands, you know? So be proud of that. And speaking of pride, I feel like the Knight of Wands can be a sort of, well, I feel like the fire signs in general kind of have that sort of reputation for pride. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Of course, you know, everything is good in moderation, but there's nothing wrong with taking pride in your work and the direction in which you're following, especially when it comes to your passions and the things that you've been working on that are about to pay off. Like, this could even be a message about maybe how necessary it is to take pride in your work because you're doing a good job. And yeah, don't be afraid to brag a little bit and maybe boost yourself up if you need it. You know, especially in those off moments. And I do believe that that Knight of Wands is also kind of going along the lines of what I was saying with the Three of Wands, where it's like listening to your intuition to know when the time to act is. And you've trusted your gut, you've trusted that intuition, and it's paying off for you. Also, there could be something with like the heart's desire, which could be completely unrelated, or it could be related to whatever you've been working on. I feel like if you've been craving something in your heart, I feel like it's going to be coming in for you. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card about going outside of your comfort zone, even when, or maybe not even when, but like especially when you are not sure or you're hesitating. I feel like that's what the Two of Swords really encourages us to do, is to act outside of our comfort zone. Obviously not in a reckless way, but if you feel like your intuition is calling you to do something but you're uncomfortable with it, or you're scared because it's the unknown, trusting in, you know, spirit, trusting in the universe that things are going to work out, and having faith, having trust that things may go a lot better than you think they will. But it's really about going outside of your comfort zone and like following that. intuition, that instinct that, you know, especially when it comes to the things that, you know, we need to move outside of our comfort zone to achieve or gain. I want to see what's underneath that Two of Swords. Nine of Wands. Your past experiences and interactions with others could make you doubt yourself a lot. But I feel like your intuition could be much more accurate than you may believe at points. I'm going to see what's underneath that Nine of Wands too. Eight of Swords, you're freeing yourself from these sort of mindsets that have been holding you back for quite some time. I feel like you're realizing your own strength, your own power. I feel like this Nine of Pentacles that you're attracting will definitely show you that. Like how capable you are. And that you don't need to trust in what other people have told you about yourself or what previous experiences tried to tell you about yourself. Because you know what you are capable of and what your true value and worthiness is. So yeah, I feel like that's a good message too, is like you are freeing yourself from those doubts, those mindsets that hold you back. Okay, let's go on to the Two of Pentacles now. Thank you, Spirit. What positive messages do you have for the collective with that Two of Pentacles? Thank you. 222 could be important. I feel like that's already becoming clear to me in this read. Something about twos. Okay. Let's see now. Somebody's flipped over, so we gotta hunt them down. They ain't getting away. No siree. Okay. No, there was more that flipped over. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot that flipped over. Okay. We'll just see what there is to see. Okay, let me just double check. Okay. That's a kind of a big stick. But I feel like it's going to tell us a story. I'm going to take it. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. But it might be important. Okay. So, we have, clarifying that Two of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles coming out like this. We have the Nine of Cups upright. The Tower. Three of Swords. Strength. Six of Swords. Queen of Wands. Five of Pentacles. The Magician. Bottom of the deck is Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Let's see. So the Eight of Pentacles coming out the way that it did. You may be overwhelmed by work sometimes, and that could be due to many reasons. You may be a hard worker, you may find your line of work very exhausting, or maybe you feel like you're not getting the proper recognition that you deserve. But it also could be like so it could also be that you have like a lot of directions that your heart is telling you to go in terms of your career, in terms of the things that you want to work on, the things that you want to achieve. That could be another thing. But yeah, it feels like in some way work feels kind of heavy. And maybe you feel like it's holding you back from achieving a sense of balance. So maybe you even have like a rough work-life balance going on as well. Pretty much there could be a lot of reasons why that feels heavy at the moment, or why it feels maybe like a burden somewhat. But the Nine of Cups It's a card of wish fulfillment and a lot of happiness and contentment. So maybe if you feel like you're underappreciated, you could be coming into a time of feeling much more appreciated and much happier. Or perhaps maybe you're deciding to change your career or change something about it, and that could be making you much happier. Maybe you're tweaking your schedule to make it work better for you. There could be, it feels like there's going to be more happiness around the corner for you. The Tower. So maybe there's some sort of change that's taking place. I feel like it's a good change because we're clarifying the Two of Pentacles, and I feel like you're gonna be coming into a time of balance, things feeling balanced out. Like restoring balance, I'm getting. Three of Swords. If anything's been weighing on your heart pretty heavily recently, that could be alleviating or being alleviated for you. And maybe that's what this Tower card could be indicating as well, is like difficulties around pain of the heart. It feels like that's going to be changing for you in a positive way. The Strength card. You're being courageous when it's necessary. So maybe that would be speaking up for yourself, advocating for yourself, not being afraid to ask for help, not being afraid to, ask for things, I also feel like, and I was kind of getting this earlier too, it was like, with the Strength card, it feels almost like there is a sense of knowing your own worth with that. And so maybe you're coming into a time of like realizing what you're worthy of, and maybe how your life is currently set up is not conducive to that. And so maybe you're making adjustments in order to reflect your true worthiness. Six of Swords. That's a card about moving away from something that is hurtful, harmful, moving towards something that is way more full of hope and possibility. This could even just simply be in mindsets. Maybe you're doing some crazy like mindset changing, like maybe even positive affirmations or like some sort of, I don't know, I feel like this is like a spiritual, psychological journey of yours. And it feels like it's like, oh, maybe you're learning how to manifest, and like how it starts with you and shifting your mindsets. And so maybe you're like trying to manifest the life that you want, and you're starting within. And I feel like that's the best place to start, truly. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a very powerful person. Has a lot of power, a lot of influence. Maybe you're realizing how influential you are, and reclaiming your power could also be a part of that as well. I'm also getting with that maybe you're like re-sparking the flame within. So like reigniting your passions, reigniting creative projects. Like the fire within is being strengthened, it feels like. Five of Pentacles. You could be leaving behind those insecurities if you've been battling with insecurities, especially when it comes to mindsets. And maybe like, I definitely get this storyline of maybe you accepted less because that's what you thought you deserved. And now you're switching around your mindsets and you're like, wait a second, that's not true. I deserve so much better than what I've been given. And I refuse to accept worse than I deserve. And it feels like, especially because this is following the Queen of Wands, The Queen of Wands is a confident person. And I feel like you are reclaiming that confidence within you. Maybe igniting it for the first time. Maybe you are new onto your self-confidence journey. And maybe, I mean, honestly, positive affirmations are really powerful. Maybe you're starting with something like that and you're like just repeating simple phrases like, I am worthy, I am capable, I am, important, I am worthy, I am valuable. Those can all be super helpful. The Magician. Actually, this is kind of crazy because I was just saying, and I wasn't even thinking about this card. I was talking about how maybe one of you out there is like trying to manifest something, trying to manifest their ideal life, and starting from within. And the Magician is all about manifestation. So yeah, like I feel like somebody out there is definitely manifesting the life that they want. And again, it's probably because you're starting from within, and that's truly the best place to start here. And I feel like it could even like, your manifestations could even start with like something very small, but it's almost like that small thing that you're able to change or influence. It shows you what you're truly capable of, and you're like, wait a second. Oh, I can actually manifest. Like, whoa, that's crazy. With that Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, that's really about like divine timing. The Wheel of Fortune is always constantly turning, and so if things haven't been going your way for some time, this could be a sign that things are starting to go in your favor. I want to see what's underneath. The Hierophant. A lot of wisdom. The wisdom that you gain, you may be able to give to others or teach others. Especially if you're learning how to manifest, maybe you'll eventually be able to show other people how you're able to manifest and how you got there. That would be very powerful and very interesting. I'm sure there would be so many people that would love to like learn your personal manifestation experience and your own journey. Okay, let's go into Three of Swords here. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for that Three of Swords? What positive messages do you have for the collective? Okay, let's see. All right, so we have Nine of Wands, Page of Cups, the Fool, King of Cups, Judgment, and bottom of the deck we have the Two of Swords again. Okay. Okay, clarifying that Three of Swords. So the Nine of Wands, I feel like, is definitely talking about past pain, past hurt that you have experienced and that has left its mark. Because this is clarifying the Three of Swords, which is very similar energy. The pains of the past that, well, honestly, with this image, the way that the swords are binded together, it's almost like you feel like those pains of the past are still with you, or that you're still attached to them. And with the Nine of Wands, especially in this image, it almost looks like the wands are like against this guy, this figure. Like everywhere he turns, he can't, like he feels like he just can't catch a break. That could be how you're feeling currently or how you have been feeling. But I do like to notice the green leaves on the wands here, as if to say that there's going to be growth taking place here, and that things that have been one way for a long time are going to change. Page of Cups. This could be you opening up your heart a little bit, if that's been something that's been scary for you. This could also be somebody else that wants to open their heart to you. But there could be like tiredness or wariness around being emotionally vulnerable. I feel this sense of like an exhausted heart, like you probably have gone through it really significantly in love and those types of relationships. The Fool card. You know, the Fool card isn't really a card of like rebirth and transformation, but sometimes I like to see it as like the end result of that. Where it's like you're popping out of the womb, metaphorical womb, and you're like a new person practically. You're much more full of enthusiasm and eagerness and optimism. And you trust in the universe, you trust in spirit, you trust in yourself, and you're just so full of hope. So there could be something that changes things for you, that ignites that sense of hope again, that sense of optimism about your life, about the future. You could be getting a lust for life, or yeah, like something along those lines where it's like you're finding the small things exciting again. And maybe something ignites that, or maybe you're igniting it within yourself. And it's interesting that I'm using the word ignite because like he has a little fire in his hand, as if he is igniting something. So it could be something that you're igniting within yourself, or somebody else is igniting within you. King of Cups. You know, if this is you, King of Cups here, and then like the Page of Cups earlier, that is a big difference. If you were somebody that was like very weary, very exhausted in love, the King of Cups is a very strong, powerful energy, especially when it comes to love. I do feel like there's going to be some sort of significant change here in which you're going to be no longer afraid of love. If you have been, or something sparks your love for yourself, for your life, for life in general, like could be even the smallest things, but like it empowers you in some way. And the Judgment card, that can be a card of rebirth or transformation. But I feel like more than anything, it's talking about going into the next phase of something here. Your next phase of life, and it's going to be so much happier. And I want to say much more healing than the past has been. I feel like it's, yeah, like it feels like a very happy energy. Like the angel with the trumpet, I feel like it almost reminds me of like, you know, those party things where you're like, woo. I'll stick the emoji in so that you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, like I feel like you're gonna have something to celebrate. And maybe it's simply just your new mindset, your new outlook, or sense of optimism. It's really exciting. Two of Swords. You may not be certain. Like I almost feel like you're like, I see this in my mind where you're like dipping your toe into the water before you dive in. I feel like you're gonna be hesitant at first, especially if this is like a drastic change in some way. I feel like you may not be certain about this like new feeling or experience, but I feel like you're eventually going to go with it because you know that this is what's best for you, or what is necessary, or what spirit is calling you to do. And I feel like you're going to follow it eventually. But you may be a little bit scared at first and uncertain. I want to see what's underneath the Two of Swords. 10 of Cups. That's literally what I've been saying. Like, you're going to be coming into a time of so much more happiness and love. And I feel like this is going to be not just love and romantic relationships, but just love in general. I again, like, a love for life is kind of what I'm getting. Things are going to feel so much happier. Wow. That's a beautiful message. Let's go on to the Justice card now. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for the Justice card? Positive messages for the collective. Please and thank you. For that Justice card. Please and thank you. Oh my goodness. So just one card came out for the Justice. We have the High Priestess. Spirit could be trying to indicate something through your intuition. Also, your intuition could be very important for you to tap into. I'm also getting like quiet time in order for you to be able to hear your intuition and feel it. And there's also like messages from Spirit, I feel like, that you're going to be getting, like downloads. And this is all telling you that justice is coming, balance is coming, like good things are just around the corner for you is what I really feel very deeply. And the High Priestess, especially in this image, she looks so powerful with the way her body language is. She's sitting completely upright. She's making direct eye contact. Like, she is powerful and she knows it. Like, I love this image. It's so beautiful. And so it's like, trust yourself. Trust that you know that better is coming. Trust that Spirit is directing you down the path that is truly meant for you and that will make you the happiest. And that you will achieve a sense of balance. Things will not be feeling unstable forever or for very much longer, if that's been something that you've been experiencing, because that balance is coming. And I feel a sense of like sturdiness, stability, something you can depend upon. That is what you're building. That is what you're getting. Very strong message there. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, divine timing. You know, things I feel like, and again, yeah, like what I was saying earlier, the Wheel of Fortune is constantly turning and eventually things are going to be turning in your favor. And I feel like that's exactly what is happening here, and you just don't see it quite yet. But I feel like Spirit's trying to tell you, and if you listen to your intuition, it probably is telling you the same thing. Honestly, I'm getting like a feeling of giddiness, and I feel like you should embrace that feeling. I know that sometimes we feel like, oh, this is silly, like I shouldn't really listen to this intuition because I don't have any evidence that it's real, or whatever. Sometimes we feel like we're silly, you know, or we're making a fool of ourselves if we trust in something, or if we trust in the unseen, if we trust our intuition, especially when it's a positive message like that, because we're so afraid of that feeling being taken away. But what if it doesn't get taken away? What if it just gets better and better and better? And Spirit wants you to experience true joy. So allow yourself to believe that better is coming. Allow yourself to feel like better is coming. Get excited. Feel those excited vibes and, you know, that lust for life, that love for life, that excitedness for the future, for what tomorrow will bring. We have no idea what tomorrow will bring, but make that an exciting thing and not a scary thing. I feel like that's another thing too, is like, whenever you feel nervous, sometimes it's helpful to try to associate that feeling of nervousness with excitement, because excitement and nervousness are very similar and they're on a very similar wavelength. And sometimes you can trick your brain into feeling, instead of that nervousness, feel excited, feel like, oh my gosh, something amazing is about to happen. And your mind will follow that, and your body will follow that too. Your body listens to your mind a lot. So I feel like such good things. Like I literally feel like goosebumps, and maybe that's partly due to the cold, but like I feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like this rush of adrenaline or serotonin or dopamine or something in my brain. I'm like, oh my gosh, this feels amazing. I want to see what's underneath the Wheel of Fortune. 8 of Wands. That's some pretty good stuff, because I almost feel like that's probably indicating that you're probably going to be receiving a happy message. Something that makes you very happy, something that's very positive. You could be getting clear communication about something. Something could be clearing up for you if you've been confused on a certain topic or something. Ooh, I like that. Like, and I feel like whatever this is, it's supposed to be a surprise, but like also believe that it's coming, if that makes any sense. Like, you may not know exactly what it is, but trust that it's coming and trust that it will feel so amazing when it gets here. Okay, let's go into the Lovers now. Please and thank you, Spirit. Let's get for the Lovers card. Please and thank you. Positive messages for the collective. Please and thank you, Spirit. Please and thank you. Let's see what that one is. Any flip over? Okay, for the Lovers card, please and thank you. Oh. Anything else for that Lovers card, please and thank you, Spirit. Okay, that might be a bit. We'll see. Okay. That might be a bit much. Okay, well, we're rolling with it. Regardless. Okay, so clarifying the Lovers card. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to show you the image. Just feel drawn to show you. It's a very cute image. You know, geese, like they mate for life, I think, or something. Yeah, happy little image. Okay, anyways, clarifying the Lovers card. 10 of Swords, Ace of Cups. Let's see what we got here. 9 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, the Empress, the Chariot, and the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Like, Spirit is just here with you every step of the way. Oh my gosh, love you, Spirit. Okay. So, the Lovers, clarified by the 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords is a very painful ending, typically. But I feel like it's a really good message in this context, because I feel like you are coming to the end of this term of, I don't know why I called it a term, but this period of pain and maybe disappointment, betrayal, like really painful, yucky stuff. That's coming to an end for you. Ace of Cups. I feel like as that pain is ending, healing can take place. And a new beginning can take place as well. This could be literally related to love, because we are clarifying the Lovers. But it could also just be self-love. It could be healing in your life, because I do feel like the cups are very symbolic of healing, typically emotional healing, but like, you know, could be anything truly. But I do feel like it really does feel like almost like a pool of water on a hot day. But it's almost like it cleanses you when you step into it. And so I feel like that's kind of what you're coming into here. The 9 of Swords. You may have been very anxious for quite some time. You may have been overthinking for quite some time. May have been losing sleep. Things have just been disturbing you potentially, emotionally, mentally. But I feel like that's changing for you. It was interesting that I said, when I saw the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, I said that Spirit is here with you every step of the way. And I feel like a big part of the Lovers card is Spirit's presence. And when we think about like divine connections with like our soulmates and stuff, like Spirit is there with us every step of the way, guiding us to one another. And so I feel like Spirit is trying to maybe show you the way out of your mind during this time. Maybe it's, yeah, actually it could be that maybe you've been isolating too much, or you've been really stuck in your own energy for too long, and maybe Spirit wants to kind of like help guide you out of that. I feel like that's kind of, it feels like a very soft, reassuring hand that Spirit is trying to offer you during this time to get you outside of yourself. Well, it may even feel like it's a distraction, but it could be leading you down a way better path, or like something that's way more fulfilling. Like for some reason I'm getting like community work or community service or volunteer work, like things where it's like taking the complete focus off of yourself and focusing on something or someone else. Something like that could be really helpful for somebody out there. And maybe that's something that Spirit would like to direct you towards. Actually, it's funny that I'm mentioning that because the next card is the Six of Pentacles, which is all about giving. So yeah, you could be finding that something you would like to give to. And whether that be romance, that sort of thing, or your community, you have something of value that you can share with others. And I feel like Spirit is guiding you towards that. Guiding you towards seeing that, believing in that. Yeah. And then the Empress. That's an incredibly powerful energy to be in. You may feel like this sense of reclaiming your power. Like reclaiming your power. Also, like through giving, you may be able to, and this I feel like is almost karmically, you may be able to receive so much through giving. And I'm not even just talking about the happiness that you get from giving to other people, or that, you know, that nice feeling inside you get when you're helping others, which it definitely could be a part of it, of course, but I'm getting like karmically. If you are good and, well, if you try your best to be good. Humans are neither good or bad, in my opinion, but when you're trying to be good and you're trying to do nice things, I feel like that oftentimes gets sent back to us, not typically in a direct way where it's obvious, like, oh, this is the payoff of my hard work, but like sometimes in the most random things. You may like receive a random gift from somebody that is unexpected, or you may, I don't know, it could be like a gift from the universe. Like, I feel like things are going to be going and helping you become more abundant, especially when you're able to give something to others. It helps you feel more empowered, it helps you feel more abundant, and it helps you attract that as well. And then we have the Chariot card. That's a card of action and forward movement. I honestly feel like if you have been feeling this stagnancy or this place of being not active, not like feeling like you're not going forward, that you're stagnant, that you're staying in the same place, you feel held back, that is definitely changing with the Chariot card. Things are going to get moving. And I honestly feel like it's going to be exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. And it feels like very positive change comes into your life. And I feel like Spirit is guiding you towards this change, towards this movement. And since this is all clarifying the Lovers, maybe it starts with the choices that you make. Choosing how to spend your time, or choosing how to give back, how to focus on something or someone else, could all kind of domino effect into some positive change for you. The Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, it's like divine timing, but also like the divine help guiding you. I want to see what's underneath. The Devil. You could be overcoming something within yourself. You could be overcoming like some sort of addiction, some sort of obsession. Maybe you're finding a way to master your shadow self. I want to see what's underneath that devil. 8 of Wands. So maybe some sort of like good news, positive message is helping you in some way. And maybe when it comes to unhealthy habits, you could be finding motivation or inspiration to changing things, to be healthier, to feel more fulfilled. It could be like an outside influence that is like maybe helping you through a dark time, or helping inspire you, helping to motivate you. And that could be very like beneficial for you. Like, I don't know why, but I'm getting like this, you know, sometimes you come across like somebody on TikTok and they're like a therapist and they say like this word of wisdom and you're like, oh my gosh. Or like they speak, you know, some words of wisdom and you're like, wow, that like applies to me and that's so interesting and that opens my mind. Like, I feel like it could be something like that even, where it's like you just come across by chance like somebody on maybe social media or something and it really impacts you and you're like, wow, I never really thought of it like that, or that's like super helpful for what I'm struggling with right now. Yeah, it feels nice. Okay, let's go on to the Ace of Swords. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for the Ace of Swords? Positive messages for the collective, please and thank you. Ace of Swords, please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for the Ace of Swords? For the collective, please and thank you. Positive messages for the collective. Okay, ooh, interesting. So the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Cups coming out like this. And then the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I'm actually getting a pretty clear message with that. I feel like maybe you're afraid of using your emotions for something. Maybe when it comes to some sort of idea, some sort of communication. Like a creative project even, like you're feeling more reserved when it comes to your emotions, or you're feeling like maybe that's almost necessary to pursue something here. And so maybe you're trying to embody more so of the Queen of Swords, where it's like less emotional, more logical. You may feel like there's a certain area of life that is calling you to be more logical and less emotional. I want to see what's underneath that Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords. Could be some sort of communication coming from somebody else. Could be like a sudden communication. A lot of swords energy. This could be like a conversation or like maybe even like a deep conversation. I'm getting like deep thoughts, deep ideas, concepts. You could be having like a very significant conversation with somebody, but you feel like you can't use your emotions, or that you don't want to use your emotions and you would rather be more logical when it comes to this conversation. It could be completely like a professional sort of conversation, or a personal conversation that you're just like, maybe it's somebody that you haven't really spoken to that much before, and so you're like not sure if you can open up to them emotionally, and maybe you're a little bit reserved when it comes to opening up to this person or situation emotionally. I want to see what's underneath the Knight of Swords. The Devil. Yeah, you may think that this person's up to no good. Yeah. So I'm also getting the Devil is in the details. So maybe if it's like a business transaction, or you're signing something maybe just read the details carefully. But I don't want to instill fear into anybody because it doesn't feel like it's necessarily that dramatic or anything like that. But obviously, use caution, and I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. So you're following your intuition. I think that's very smart here. I want to see what's underneath the Devil. Yeah, it's still the Eight of Wands. So I feel like this person probably has better intentions than you believe them to have, or the situation does. But if your intuition is telling you to be reserved, trust that, of course, you know? Because obviously you're going to know best. And Spirit will also guide you to make that decision as well. And maybe eventually you'll feel able to kind of open up to this person a little bit more emotionally, but maybe for now it's more appropriate to keep that reserved. Yeah. But could have a way more positive outcome than you believe it to. So maybe just keep that in the back of your mind. All right, let's go on to the Seven of Wands. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for the Seven of Wands? Positive messages for the collective. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for that Seven of Wands? Please and thank you. Positive messages for the collective. Positive messages for the collective. Please and thank you, Spirit. Alrighty. So, clarifying that Seven of Wands, we have the Eight of Wands. I do like that synchronicity there. And then we have the Ace of Wands coming out like that. A lot of Wands action. I like that. And then we have, at the bottom of the deck, the Devil. I feel like sometimes the Devil gets a bad reputation in the tarot because he's not completely bad. And by that I mean, like, on the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, it depicts like the big scary devil, but the two people in the, like, the two figures in it have very loose chains around their neck. And that's to kind of indicate that they are actually there by choice. And they have way more power over the situation than they think they do. They're just like scared of this big scary guy. But he's not that scary because he's not actually going to do anything if you try to free yourself and run away or walk away. And so I feel like this could be a simple message about realizing that you're actually in control and you have way more power over a situation than you think you do. And that also is along the lines of the Seven of Wands as well. So I feel like that is a message here from Spirit, is like, trust in your own power. Trust that you have the ability to change things, to stand out, to make an impact, to make a difference, to overcome things, to win, to get exactly what you want. I feel like there is something in here that is actually supposed to be meant to empower you. And maybe you think it's a little bit scary because the Devil keeps kind of trying to sneak its little head in there. And so I'm almost wondering if, like, something could be kind of scary or intimidating, but it's actually here to show you that you are powerful, that you have the control, and you're able to influence things way more than you may have believed you did or could. Very positive, though, I feel like it's supposed to be. And then the Eight of Wands, that is like positive incoming communication. And I almost feel like this could, in a way, kind of reassure you of that power that you're acknowledging within. That power, that fire, that passion, like, feels really positive. Like, that could even be like some sort of like literal outside confirmation or validation about your power. Like somebody saying like, wow, I'm so proud of you for doing that thing, or wow, you really did that thing, that's awesome. Or honestly, it could be a million different things, but like, oh, it feels positive though. It feels like this is gonna come in and it's gonna, like, if you've already started to feel like that sense of being empowered, it's like it's gonna even help you feel even better. Like, oh my gosh, like, yeah. Like, I feel like this sense of like, I got it going on. That's awesome, you know? Ace of Wands coming out like that. To me, that is hitting me as like, follow your passions. follow your inner fire, follow that, the passion, the desire, the things that drive you, the things that inspire you, motivate you, empower you to act. Also, there's the clouds, which I feel like is also like indicating like ideas. And so it's like, you know, or like daydreams even. You could be like manifesting like things that you've been dreaming about for quite some time. But like also like believe that your dreams can come true. Believe that you have the tools necessary to make those dreams become a reality. And just trust that. Let that be your guiding light. Let that be the arrow that's pointing you down your path. And it feels like there's going to be a great outcome when you do that. And I feel like this, whatever this is, this experience is also going to be kind of proving it to you that you have what it takes and encouraging you down that path. I want to see what's underneath this Devil card. Knight of Swords. That is incoming communication from somebody. So it could be definitely related to what you have going on and you realizing your own power, you achieving things. This could be somebody that's like coming in to share like that they're also excited about that. With the swords being involved, maybe this person has like similar ideas. Maybe this could be even like a collaboration of sorts. Or somebody that kind of wants to bounce ideas off of you, and maybe that's helpful for you in your own creative process with something. That could be really beneficial here. I want to see what's underneath that Knight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing. Things are starting to go in your favor. I also am getting like maybe, because like intimidation is a big part of the Devil card. And so I'm almost feeling like maybe you've even been, and I was getting that earlier, where you may have been spending too much time in solitude. So maybe you're starting to get to a place within your solitude of being afraid of interacting with other people. And maybe something's trying to come in to make you feel that sense of discomfort, to feel uncomfortable so that you can overcome that fear. And you may realize that, wait, what was I so scared about? Or, wow, that went way better than I thought it would. Or, you know, I had nothing to be afraid of in the first place. I feel like something is going to be taking place so that you may have thought it was going to be scary. And you may have been worried and like not wanting to do something or interact with somebody or work with somebody. But then it turns out way better than you anticipated. And it's all because Spirit wants you to like learn that lesson or overcome that fear. Move past that obstacle so that you can grow and become more confident in yourself and your abilities. Okay, let's go on to the High Priestess. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for that? High Priestess? Okay, that's way too many. I'm gonna... okay, we'll take that one. Okay. I want the whole deck to come out for this one. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. We're gonna roll with it though. Okay. Clarifying the High Priestess, we have the 10 of Cups, 5 of Swords, King of Swords, 2 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, the Moon, and Temperance. Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Swords. Okay. Wowzers, okay. Wowie kazowie. Also, the 8 of Swords keeps trying to slide off to reveal the Ace of Swords underneath, which we also just clarified not too long ago. So some sort of idea or some sort of inspiration could be taking place. Anyways, clarifying the High Priestess, 10 of Cups. That is literally happily ever after. That is so much happiness, bliss, truly, and could be taking place with other people. Doesn't have to be, but could be like having happiness with other people, building something with someone or other people. Something that makes you really happy, makes you feel really good about things. And Spirit could be wanting to send you this message that this is coming through your intuition. through your downloads from Spirit. 5 of Swords. You have fought a lot in the past. You've had to fight probably. And it wasn't easy. It was difficult. And even though you're here to, you live to tell a tale, but also you're still hurt from all of that pain. But I feel like there's something here about like realizing that it's over and that you don't have to relive that pain again. I really feel like this strong message from Spirit that like it's okay to leave this pain in the past. It's okay to release this. Like your past is not what your future is going to look like. And sure, your past may sneak up here and there from time to time to try and scare you, to try and pull you back, to try and get you stuck. But I feel like you're too powerful for that. And you're entering a new chapter of your life in which those things are not going to be affecting you as badly as they once did. So maybe trust in that. King of Swords, that's a very powerful energy. And I feel like, yeah, because that's the 5 of Swords, this is the King of Swords. You're going to be mastering those past. I don't know why, but I want to say past bitches. And I don't even know who that would be, but like, just like any past people, situations, the things that left mindsets and narratives and negative thoughts and thought patterns in your mind, like those traumas that we experience from other people, from situations and stuff, you are mastering that. And you're mastering those thoughts, you're mastering those negative ways of thinking, and you're controlling the narrative now. And you're rewriting it. So if you had people telling you that you're worthless, if you had people telling you that you're not going to ever be successful, if you're having people tell you that you're unlovable, you're switching that around for yourself. You're saying, no, I have the power now. And I get to say who I am and who I become. Oh, I actually really like that a lot. There's like a mastery over your thoughts, over your mind that's taking place here. Ooh, I like that. 2 of Cups. So you could also be attracting love, and that could be what that 10 of Cups is talking about, but it doesn't have to be specifically romantic love. There is a part that is also, with the 2 of Cups, could be speaking about it's like a complicated message, so I'm not even sure how to articulate it, but it's like something about like your higher self, becoming your higher self, trusting in your future higher self, your more enlightened self, and like that transformation that takes place. Like this could be completely personal transformation, becoming who you love, becoming the person you always wanted to be, those types of messages there. But also it could be romantic. Also, it could just be talking about love in general. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be like your love of friends, feeling community love, feeling the love of animals and nature and earth and life. Like the 2 of Cups, I feel like is such a beautiful card, and it really can embody so much or encompass so much. And there is a lot of healing that takes place with that 2 of Cups. So it could be personal healing. Actually, we did have the Temperance card, which we will be talking more about in a moment, but yeah, so definitely healing taking place for yourself. So trust that that's coming, and trust that you're going to be feeling a whole lot better when that healing gets going. Hell yeah. Also, the wings in the background are really standing out to me. It's almost like you're going to feel much lighter. You're coming into a lighter time of life. If things have been feeling dark and heavy, that's switching around for you. Also, there's balance. That's a part of the 2 of Cups as well. Also, I've been feeling 2s throughout this whole reading. So I feel like 2s are significant. Like 222, that could be significant, or just 2s in general. Takes 2 to tango. That could be something for someone. But yeah, feels very light, feels very happy, feels brighter and lighter. Okay. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which we had earlier as well. So that is some good double confirmation. You're coming into a time of independence, stability, abundance, and I love to say that with the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, which I think we had earlier somewhere. It's all thanks to you for achieving that. For achieving with the Nine of Cups that happiness, contentment. But with the Nine of Pentacles, it's all thanks to you for gaining that abundance, that stability. It all starts with you, baby. Okay. The Moon card. I feel like this sort of success, well, because the next card is the Temperance card, so healing. These things are like hiding, I feel like, from you right now. But I feel like Spirit is like trying to tell you, like, hey, just around the corner. You got something good coming. I can't tell you exactly what, but it's gonna be good. Like, and I feel like that's gonna make it feel all the better, because it's like, yeah, you may feel like it's coming, and you may like, but like, it's like you're not gonna know exactly what it is until it gets here, and it could be like beyond even your imagination, like what your mind could have come up with, because Spirit knows what's best for us and what we truly need, and what we truly want, what we truly need, and just trusting that that is going to be provided for you could be very powerful. But yeah, right now you could be coming into a time of, or you could be experiencing a time of fear, because you can't see how things are going to turn out right. The fear of the unknown. So if you've been going outside, or if you've been called to go outside of your comfort zone, you know, the fear is there. The fear is real. But the Moon is hiding something. And I feel like it's hiding something really good for you. The Temperance card, you know, it's all about healing. You're going to be experiencing a lot of emotional healing. A lot of healing maybe in your relationships with others. I don't know why, but I'm getting also mindsets maybe. Again, the wings. So a lighter time, feeling lighter, feeling brighter. It feels good. And then we saw the Eight of Swords and how the Ace of Swords underneath kept trying to poke out. Also, I feel like there's a sense of empowerment with that Ace of Swords, because of the way that the hand is holding the sword. It feels like, da-da, you know, like I am triumphant. I got this sword. Also, the Eight of Swords depiction here, she's leaving those mindsets, ways of thinking, whatever was holding her back, making her feel trapped and stuck. She's moving out of that, taking back their power. You're taking back your power. I want to see what's underneath the Ace of Swords. Six of Wands. Oh my gosh, that's probably the best card I could have asked for. Six of Wands is about triumph, success, and not only that, but being recognized for that. Being acknowledged and recognized for your skills, talents, abilities, the things that you're good at. People being like, oh yeah, that person has it going on, and I'm so happy for them. Okay, I love that. I want to see so we had the Two of Cups here. So again, similar messages to the other Two of Cups. Could be balance, and could be reciprocal love. So if that's something that you haven't really experienced, that could be something coming in for you. But balance and lots of healing vibes. But I want to see what's underneath. Five of Wands. You could have been conflicted about love or whatever this is. Whether it's becoming a better version of yourself or some self-healing, connections with others being better, or love, romantic, reciprocal. You may have been conflicted about it for some time, maybe doubting yourself, doubting that it was possible. Like doubting that it was possible for you. I want to see what's underneath. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. So, well, I do think that there is a part of that is like starting within, building your self-love, and so you can attract that love, and you know, overcoming that inner conflict to build love for yourself and to have better relationships with others. A lot of good healing, a lot of good emotional healing there. Nice. Let's break out the oracle and see if there's any other messages that we can add to this. Please and thank you, Spirit. Any more positive messages for the collective? Please and thank you. Any more positive messages for the collective? Please and thank you. Okay, let's try it again. Please and thank you. Any positive messages for the collective? Thank you. They keep wanting to come out, but not quite. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do we got? What do we got? Positive messages for the collective. Okay. Okay, we got one card. Okay. We have awaiting results. I feel like that's probably what you have been experiencing. I feel like this sense of like, and this is what probably your intuition is telling you, it's all coming together. Because I remember saying earlier that sometimes excitement and nervousness, they're very similar. And so sometimes you can kind of switch around in your mind to kind of convince yourself that you're excited and not nervous. And you may be feeling this feeling through your intuition. And maybe you think that it's nervousness because maybe you're anticipating the worst. But maybe it's excitement if you frame it in the right way. You may be coming into a time of things really paying off for you. And so imagining the best may result in the best. And I feel like that's what Spirit has been trying to guide you towards. It's not nervousness, it's excitement. And so get ready for something really exciting to take place and trust that. Solar plexus chakra at the bottom of the deck. And I believe, I want to say that is like in the middle somewhere. I want to say. Yeah. It's like below the heart, maybe. I want to say. And I think that it has something to do with maybe your confidence or something along those lines. Oh, I wish I could remember. You know what? Let me bust open that book. I hate to open it. Oh, hey, it opened right to the page. What the heck? Okay. Yes. Okay. Wait, what did you say on the back? How much? Okay. Yes. Okay. So the reason why I said yes is because the key words, I can. So yes, there's confidence related to that. The solar plexus chakra, and element fire, glands, pancreas, adrenal. Keywords, I can. Oh, yes. So anxiety could also be a part of that. So because it says adrenal glands could be or are associated with the solar plexus. So in terms of anxieties, maybe definitely doing some solar plexus chakra meditation healings or listening to meditations that are healing for that could be very helpful for you. Also, positive words of affirmation could be very helpful for you, and could be very helpful for you to overcome any anxiety, any insecurities, and to build those up to be more positive and more beneficial for you. Yeah. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so that is the reading. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you, I hope that it resonated. If it did resonate, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you can become a part of the Hive Collective, because my name is Bee. Bees live in hives, and you can become an honorary bee like me, and we can be a little bee family together. If you like my readings and you'd like to see more, be sure to click that bell icon down below so that YouTube actually notifies you the next time that I upload. And thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!